How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's, episode, we're going to be installing heavier valve springs into the Daihatsu MOVE. So, hope you enjoy. I hope it works. And come along for the ride as we soup up this motor just that teeny bit more. Alright, so for Daihatsus, it's not as simple as most cars where you just search up your engine and then valve springs. I actually had to do probably 5 hours researching on the web. Went to a machine shop, measured up the springs, and then he actually ended up finding some, after a few hours looking, that would suit. Kind of coincidental that they're actually the only Toyota motor that I didn't look at, because I thought, no, there's no way they'll fit. But anyway, here are the valve springs. So, believe it or not, these are from a 4AGE. I thought they would have had way bigger valve springs. Anyway, they're the same size, but heavier. So, we've got 12 of these. This is what we're going to be putting into the MOVE to replace the original ones. So, we'll get to pressurizing the chamber. I've got a little tool I'll show you. Quickly just made it up. Makes it a lot easier to do. You don't have to pull the head off. And we'll swap these in. Okay, so here's the tool, the magic tool. What it is basically, if you don't already know, that's actually the end of a spark plug. And what we've done is we've just knocked the insides out, which, pre-warning, can be a pain in the butt to do. Takes way longer than you'd want. Anyway, once you get those insides out, I've got a bit of copper pipe and a fitting to your your air compressor or your air hose, whatever you have available. And basically you thread it in and then you hook it up to your compressor and it pressurizes the chamber. And what that allows you to do is that holds the valves shut up against their seats, and you can take all of the valves out without them falling in. The only other way to do this would be to actually pull the head off, which we don't want to do. So this is the best and easiest way to do it without having to remove the head. So we'll chuck this in, pressurize the chamber, and we'll begin on the cylinder. So, got it threaded in, got my air hose, and it's as simple as plugging it on. So now that chamber's full of air. It's got a slight leak, but that doesn't matter. It'll keep the pressure up. Just in case you were wondering, I've got one on the left. You have an original spring, and on the right you have the new springs. So yeah, I can tell you from feel, the new ones are a lot stronger, but I'm sure you can also tell just by looking at it. So anyway, we'll continue putting them all in. It's a very big arm workout, but yeah. So let's keep going. That's all of the valve springs in and the shims back on. Boy, was that hard work. I think we started at 4 o'clock and it is 9:18. Big night. Anyway, we just gotta put the head back on, well, cams, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully we can, yeah, true. Everything else that's not on, put it back on. And then hopefully we can start it up. And it'll sound good, and it'll run how it's meant to. Alright, so I've finished putting the front of the motor back together. Timing belt on, the bottom pulley. Very hard in the car, but anyway. So everything's back together, oil feed to the head. That's all sealed, and the seals are glued in too. So it's time to put this back on. Yes, almost time to start.